What is up, everybody? Potbelly Pigs for Life here, and today we are back with another episode of The Future of Hammond's Dreams, Season 1 in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So we're back in our historically accurate Jurassic Park on Isla Sorna. And so last time we started off the park with the Kayenta Formation in North America and the Hansen Formation in Antarctica. And so those two formations were dating back to the lower Jurassic. And today we're moving on to more of the middle Jurassic with Jurassic Europe and Jurassic Asia. So as you can see, here I am adding some lagoons and an aviary because in the next two episodes we're going to be adding Dimorphodon and Ichthyosaurus in this episode, and next episode we will add in Plesiosaurus and Liopleurodon. I'm going to leave Attenboroughsaurus out because we're going to use Attenboroughsaurus as a different species of plesiosaur, which lived in the Cretaceous. And so the thing about the first three that I mentioned, Ichthyosaurus, Dimorphodon, and Plesiosaurus, is that they actually have a lot in common. So not only were they from the same continent during the same time period, but they were also discovered by the same person. And that person was Mary Anning. Now, she was an English paleontologist, so if you know the saying, she sells seashells by the seashore, then that she is referring to Mary Anning, and those seashells that she's selling by the seashore are actually ammonite fossils, because on her free time, her and her father used to go to the beaches in England, and they used to look for ammonite fossils where they would sell and make some money. And so during her lifetime, from 1799 to 1847, she made three very important discoveries. Those being the first ichthyosaur, the first plesiosaurus, and the first Dimorphodon. Now, like with the ammonite fossils, she unfortunately couldn't keep them because, like I said, her family was very poor and they needed money, so they had to sell the fossils. And because of this, she didn't get the credit. This was also because society at the time was very dominated by men. And so because of that, she got very little credit. But now, if you were to look up who discovered Plesiosaurus or Ichthyosaurus or Dimorphodon, then Mary Anning should pop up as the discoverer. So I'll link a video in the description of Mary Anning. Credit goes to, well, extra credits. That's where I first learned about Mary Anning. So this episode will do Ichthyosaurus and Dimorphodon, and then I was gonna do Plesiosaurus and Liopleurodon, but I decided not to because I didn't want this video to be too long. So we'll do that next episode, as well as most of our other European dinosaurs, such as Proceratosaurus, Compsognathus. We're gonna use Nodosaurus as Sarcolestes, which was an early ankylosaurid. And we'll use the base game Kentrosaurus model as Loricatosaurus, which was a stegosaurid from England and France. And in case you've guessed it, we're going to use the Pierce the Kentrosaurus model as Kentrosaurus. But this episode, we are going to work on mostly Jurassic Asia. So we are going to do Huayingosaurus, Chungkingosaurus, Gigantospinosaurus, Mamenchisaurus, and Monolophosaurus. Yeah, that's quite a lot of species in one video, so that's why I'm doing the other two marine reptiles in the next video. And so I honestly didn't think that everything was gonna fit in this one section of the map because I didn't have a plan. So I went into this completely without a plan. And so yeah, always make sure that you have a good plan before you start building, because then you mess things up. So you'll see this later in the video, but Spinosaurus can actually cohabit with Huangosaurus and Chunkingosaurus. However, Huangosaurus and Chunkingosaurus can't cohabit with each other. And so my original plan was to put Chunkingosaurus with Spinosaurus and Huangosaurus with Mamenchisaurus. But then I decided to switch Chunkingosaurus and Huangosaurus around towards the end because Huangosaurus and Spinosaurus both like ground leaf, and Chunkingosaurus like ground fruit. So yeah, it was getting a bit tricky to get a perfect balance for both of them. So I just decided to switch them around. But yeah, that's pretty much it for time-lapse me. I hope you guys enjoy this time-lapse with this awesome soundtrack from Epidemic Sound. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Alrighty, guys, so this is what we got done this episode. So let's really quickly go into first person view. We'll go right at the guest area. And so there we go. We're passing the Cryolophosaurus enclosure. Yes, that is the Cryolophosaurus enclosure. I thought for a second they looked like Dilophosauruses. Nope, it's Cryolophosaurus. So then, you go all the way through here, and so this is going to be where we put the Loricatosaurus and the Compsognathus. We'll put them together. I think I'll get rid of this bit of fence really quickly, because it serves no purpose whatsoever. Right over here, we've got Gigant Spinosaurus and Chunkingosaurus, if I can find them. Oh, yeah, here they are. We got Flyingosaurus and perfect Gigant Spinosaurus. So then, you go on the tour, you go through here, and then you can stop here, where you can see the Mamenchisaurus and Chunkingosaurus herd. One thing I've realized is that, so if we go into the hatchery, go down to Mamenchisaurus, as you can see, I have both cosmetics completely randomized, and somehow all three Mamenchisauruses have the gray sandy desert skin. Gray sandy desert, gray sandy desert, gray sandy desert. And then out of the three, two of them have gray sandy desert and Rana, which I think is, I mean, it's not bad. I just would have liked to see some variety in the skin. Right here, we got a hotel. I decided to mix in some of the Jurassic World hotels, so we can get a mix of, like, hotels. Ooh, and you can look in and see, like, seating area. That's really cool. So, yeah, get a nice view of the lagoon, which, speaking of the lagoon, just ignore the DFW signs. I did this little trick where if you use all three lagoons, you can put them super close together without them connecting. Right over here. Again, just ignore the DFW signs. Somewhere in here, you can see our Ichthyosaurus. Yeah, I'll get out of first person view to see them. There they are. One of the 3 great discoveries by Mary Anning. So, then, you could either get on the tour. You know, I might delete this fence as well. Just because it doesn't really serve much of a purpose, and if you ever need to, like, get off the tour for some emergency, then the fence is blocking the tour. Besides, we could put some guest facilities over here. So, right over here, you can see our Monolophosauruses over there. And they're also visible via the tour. Same with the Mamenchis and the Chunkings. Now, there's this one skin that I really liked. Let's see, where is it? It's not this one. I believe it was Limpopo River and Rana. Yes! Yes! Limpopo River, Rana. If it can get out of the forest. Yep, there it is. That is a really pretty looking head crest. I'm pretty sure that, like, it'll, like, I mean, that's probably because of the Rana pattern, so I'm pretty sure you could put the Rana pattern with the other skins to make it look even better. But yeah, amazing dinosaurs. Um, so in the Lagoon Hatchery, I have Plesiosaurus and Liopleurodon ready, but we'll do that at the start of next video because I don't want this video to get too long. Same thing with the guest facilities. We'll do the guest areas in the next video. More importantly, we'll actually start planning out the next area, which if you go through these gates, there's a little canyon where I might ooh, this would actually be a really nice place to put a dinosaur. So yeah, it'll go around. This will be late Jurassic, so we'll do Morrison Formation and Tendaguru Formation. And then that'll be it. So then, but currently, I put the sand here so that way it could be like a marker for where to put the perimeter fence. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna quickly get rid of it. There we go. There's a little U-turn. Right here will be the, I'm thinking either the Sarcolestes exhibit or the Proceratosaurus exhibit. Then you go here, and then you'll stop here, where you can get off, and you can get a view of our Dimorphodons. Can't really see them here, but I really like what I did with this exhibit, like adding the little rocky islands. Yeah, I think this exhibit, it looks absolutely awesome. So yeah, that's gonna pretty much wrap up today's video. So next time, we'll finish this area by adding in Liopleurodon and Ichthyosaurus. Liopleurodon will go in here. Wait, no, Plesiosaurus, not Ichthyosaurus. We already have Ichthyosaurus. Plesiosaurus will go in here. Ichthyosaurus will go in here. We'll make an exhibit here for either Proceratosaurus or Sarcolestes. This will be for Loricatosaurus and Compsognathus. And then whatever we don't put in that exhibit, we'll put here. We'll also add in some guest amenities, some shelters, toilets, hotels. And we'll also start planning the route for this next section, which will mostly be the late Jurassic, where we will see some very iconic dinosaurs, such as Stegosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Allosaurus, Ceratosaurus, you name it. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Minecraft, Planet Zoo, and Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.